Hey there, Captain M here once again at the Asylum Comics with guys from Adversary Comix. It's good to see you guys again. You guys got a new comic out. Tell us a bit about that.
Which one are we talking about? Borderlands?
Yeah, I'm talking about Borderlands.
Borderlands. Borderlands. What happens in El Paso after dark? Pretty much is what it's about. But not the racy kind of stuff. It's more like the horror type of deal. You know, what's going on. Manny?
What we're doing is we're getting the local legends. These ghost stories we heard is about kids. Issue 1 actually is about a hospital in Favens. It was abandoned and now is an EMS station. There's some things going on. And if you read the back inside cover, it actually tells you the actual experiences people have actually seen. Our goal is to go ahead and document a lot of these ghost stories that we heard as kids and make it our own version. But in the back inside cover, we're actually going to tell the actual story behind it to kind of keep these legends alive here.
Yeah, we've got some real legends from El Paso and stuff going on. Everything is based on fact, but we give it a little bit more of a horror twist. But everything is based on fact. Some of these stories are true. Some of these stories we don't really have to twist that much because they kind of tell themselves. You know, that's how ingrained in the local mythos they are. You know, for example, the first issue of Borderlands deals with the Fabens haunted hospital. And you can actually go out there to Fabens and look for this hospital and go and check out the actual place. Some upcoming stories that we have are based on, you know, legends around town, like the shadow over Shover Park. I don't know if you guys ever heard about that legend. There's a shadow in Shover Park that will, you know, try to suck your soul out, like late at night if you're walking through Shover Park. They will attack you, things like that. Little known legends, you know, local stuff like that. And also like the big legends that we're going to tackle, like La Llorona and you know, the vampires in the Franklin Mountain, and what else we got?
There's a Thunderbird in the mountain. We're going to touch up again on the Lizard Man up there in Conwood Springs. We've also got stories right now. The one that I'm working on is about the Smelter Cemetery. There's a lady in black with a black dog that follows her around.
That story is really interesting because there's an actual like horned skull, like of an infant, right?
Right.
An infant's horned skull that's actually been documented. And it's been lost. No one knows where it is, but there's actual photos of it. And his story deals with how, you know, that came about. So it's horrific and it's real. So that's what's pretty awesome.
That's very interesting. You know, I'd never actually heard that story before.
Yeah, we've done our research, or rather, Manny, which is the editor of Borderlands, has done his research. I'm kind of like, you know, stepping away from this one. Let the cards fall where they may, but so far he's done a really good job of keeping it together as far as the stories are concerned. So.
Well, you know, it sounds like a really interesting story. I look forward to reading the rest of them.
They'll be coming out soon. Hopefully by Epcon we should be up to issue 3 if all goes well. So, and actually invite all of you out there in the digital land to submit your stories to Borderlands. If you have a story that you might be working on, email us at Adversary Comix. That's Adversary Comix with an X. At gmail.com, and in the subject just put Borderlands, and we'll get in touch with you, and maybe we can produce your story into a horror comic. You know, I've been told that we're like the horror mavens of El Paso. Like if you want horror done right, you go to Adversary. You know, we've had a few people coming up to us as of late asking to see if they can produce their books through us, and you know, most of the stories are horror based, and that's what Manny's been running into as well. So, you know, got to touch base on that or anything.
We're always looking for ideas. There might be some stories that maybe I haven't heard of, some stories you guys might want to see out there. Just go ahead and submit your scripts.
If you want to submit your scripts, like physically, you can always come to the best comic book store in El Paso, which is Asylum Comics, located at
5360 North Mesa.
5360 North Mesa. Ask for Greg. Greg will hook you up with some good deals. And if you're interested, you know, drop our name. If you're interested in meeting us, we're always here. Maybe we can get in touch and, you know, produce some comics with you. You never know.
I hear you guys were having a couple of public events. Can you tell us a little bit about those?
The next event that we have coming up is called Poemic. It's a merging of poetry and comics. It's going to be at the Glass Box. I'll give you the information on that, the address and all that. The Glass Box is located on Texas Street. It's going to be poetry, live art, comic books, murals, all sorts of stuff. It's going to start at 7 p.m. on April 23rd, all the way till about midnight. And we're going to have people there, local artists, almost everyone that's involved in comics in El Paso is going to be there. I think Asylum is going to be there also selling their wares. If you're interested in finding more information, please contact us also at Adversary Comix with an X at gmail.com, and then the subject put Poemic, which is Poemic. And after that, we're going to be here at Asylum on May 7th for the 10th annual Free Comic Book Day. Adversary Comix is going to be in the house. We're going to be celebrating with Asylum, which is the best comic book store in El Paso. We'll be giving away a few free things. We're gonna have some raffles, some prizes, and also be selling our new comics. We got Borderlands on tap. We also got a few other things coming up. I think you're writing a story for us, aren't you?
Well, yeah, you know, I didn't want to give much away, but it's just a short little 7-page story that we are going to be giving away on Free Comic Book Day.
Awesome. So there you go. You get a freebie, a free comic day just for showing up. You can hang out with us. You know, please, you know, bring your kids and get some free books. I think the place opens up at 11 on May 7th. It's a Saturday. So
Request some custom art as well.
yeah, we're gonna have custom art that day. It's gonna be 656, which is our Brothers in Arms in Juarez, and Adversary Comix, which we are exclusive to Asylum. Nobody else is gonna be here except us, and we're gonna be rocking the house all day and hopefully all night up until they kick us out, until Greg gets tired of us and kicks us out. So, you want to add anything to that, man?
No, just come down for Free Comic Book Day. We're going to be here, so you can actually submit your scripts live. Also look for other titles like Hell's Pass, Infestación.
What else we got? El Valiente, of course, is coming back strong soon, and I'm gonna premiere a new comic that day. Hopefully, it's gonna also be a freebie. It's called Luz Negra, based on true events here in El Paso, also.
Well, it sounds terrific. Thank you very much for talking with us.
No problem, Mike. Always a pleasure.
Mm-hmm.